All right, folks, Amori Benjamin back here from Philadelphia after the Knicks get a huge win, and they end this series. All right, such an incredible series, incredible game, and incredible effort by this Knicks team. Where do we begin? They came in here after really falling hard on the mat last game, blowing a 6-point lead with 29 seconds to go. They were the first team ever to blow a 6-point lead with 30 seconds or less in the playoffs in league history. So that was a loss that could have really come back to be one of the worst losses in Knicks history had they not found a way to still win this series, coming in here to Philadelphia with Philadelphia having the momentum. And a lot was made about how Knicks fans came in here last weekend in Game 4 particularly, where Knicks won and the fans were out here on the main concourse talking about how Sixers center Joel Embiid sucked, and they were carrying on. It was an ugly look for Sixers fans for the city, and they definitely wanted to make sure that tonight they showed out and put an end to that. And this was a very loud crowd tonight, okay? I've been here about 5 or 6 times now since last year's playoffs when Philadelphia was playing the Celtics, and this was by far the loudest I've heard it here. Every time the Sixers scored, it was incredibly loud, all right? Felt like you might get a headache, but the Knicks were able to eventually calm some of that noise down. They got out first to a huge lead. We're up by 22 points in the first quarter. Philadelphia came back behind their raucous crowd that really tried everything they could do to lift this team. And with under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter, the Sixers had come all the way back. They took the lead. By the third quarter, Sixers jumped out on the Knicks. They had the Knicks down by 10 points, all right? Midway through the third quarter, Knicks were this close, folks. They were this close to being run out of the building. Dante DiVincenzo came, hit a huge three, and that really calmed things down. And from that point, the Knicks were able to get it together. They got their fight back, and by the end of the third quarter, the game was tied at 83 apiece, and then the fourth quarter was a battle, folks. It was a throw-down heavyweight fight, and the Knicks were able to outlast a team that has the reigning league MVP, and Joel Embiid, who had 39 points, and Tyrese Maxey. Maxey has been great in this series, all right? We know how he stole the game from the Knicks in Game 5 at the Garden. Tonight, he had his worst shooting game, missing 12 of 18 shots, okay? And Embiid had 39, like I said, but JB, Jalen Brunson, the high scorer of the game with 41 points. Josh Hart, he has been incredible this whole year and playoffs, double-digit rebounds, and he made a huge three with about 30 seconds or so to go in the game, which unlocked a tie game, gave the Knicks a 3-point lead, a lead that they would not relinquish. The Knicks have missed some free throws here in the series and down the stretch in these games. Last game, okay, Game 4 they did. Josh Hart missed 2 huge free throws at the end of Game 4 here, but it did not hurt them, and he missed, we know, a big one at the end of Game 5. Tonight, the Knicks, all right, JB and DiVincenzo stepped up, made 2 free throws apiece between them, 4 total to seal this game. And the Knicks, folks, they win this playoff series between the Sixers and the Knicks, the first time these two teams have matched up in the playoffs since 1989. And the Knicks are able to win this series here, a big one, and they beat a very good Sixers team that came in here with the number 7 seed, and they were only the number 7 seed because their MVP, Joel Embiid, missed a lot of the season, which dropped their record. So the Knicks had a very tough first-round draw after having a really good season where they had the second best record in the Eastern Conference, but it was no reward for them in this first round with a very tough opponent. Now they have Indiana. So this battle-tested matchup that the Knicks just had could definitely serve them well moving on to their next series against the Pacers, a team who the Knicks have faced in the playoffs 6 times from 92 through 2000 and 1 time in 2013. And we know the last time these two teams, Pacers and Knicks, faced in the playoffs in 2013, Knicks had home court advantage. They lost Game 1, went down 3-1, and they lost these series in 6 games. And of course, we know that the Knicks have never won a playoff series when they lost game 1 of the series at Madison Square Garden. So coming up for round 2 here in 2024, the Knicks must win game 1 at the Garden against Indiana, which we believe will be Monday night. So folks, Samori Benjamin from a very quiet Philadelphia arena at the Knicks come up big and win a playoff series in back-to-back years now for the first time since they went 9 straight seasons from 92 through 2000, winning at least 1 round in the playoffs every year. Folks, Samori Benjamin, I'll see y'all soon. Have a good night.